We have talked ad nauseum about the skill that Auburn's got on that offensive side. The question is whether Jackson Arnold can get the ball to them. But I think some Baylor fans don't necessarily appreciate it because it's been so dialed in, right? Auburn's just been talking all this smack about how they're so much better than Baylor at every single position. But when we talk about Cam Coleman, that might be legit. Yeah. That might be legit. Here's Brian Smith from Locked On the Portal with Zach Blackerby of Locked On Auburn. Brian does not have a connection to Auburn. Here's what he had to say about where Cam Coleman ranks in college football for wide receivers.
How many receivers in college football are better than Cam Coleman?
One. We all know who it is.
In Columbus?
So that would be correct.
He's in Columbus, Ohio?
That's it.
You have him over Ryan Williams?
I would take him over Ryan because he's more complete. Ryan's the most explosive. He's ridiculous fast.
Right.
But Cam's better in the blocking, and he's better in one-on-one 50-50s.
Oof. And I hate to say it, I don't think Brian's wrong. There's not like Ryan, you want to split hairs and put Ryan Williams too, fine. Like, I get it. Cam Coleman coming off an electric first season at Auburn. You know, the numbers weren't quite Lewis Brown, the fourth numbers. Not quite Ashton Hawkins numbers, but both pretty good. And he had a worse quarterback. And he was kind of the bright spot. He's the one that's kind of keeping me up at night right now. And Sydney, we look at the schedule, right? You still got Kevin Jennings, you've got Sam Levitt and Jordan Tyson coming in when they play Arizona State, Avery Johnson for Kansas State. But is Cam Coleman the best skill position player Baylor's going to face all season?
I think he definitely could be. We'll find out at the end of the season, but so far it looks like he's going to be the best. And I don't want to put like pressure on anybody or make it seem like he has to carry the weight of Auburn, but really he's what Auburn fans have all of their hope on. Cam Coleman is the guy that Auburn fans are excited about. Like, they know that their future kind of lies in his hands. I think he made that clear himself, just with what he brings. He chose Auburn because of what he believes in their program and where they can go. I think we would have saw him hit the transfer portal if that wasn't the case. But he really, really does believe in Hugh Freeze and where Auburn's going, and they want to get Auburn back to the program that they were years ago. He scares me too. When I think about that game, I'm not thinking about Jackson. I'm not thinking about anybody else in any other position, truthfully. It's Cam Coleman. And stopping him, I just think he's so lethal. He can do so much. And he can be so tricky. And I think with like what we were just talking about, the defense that we saw last year, obviously we know there will be some changes for Baylor going into this season. But just thinking about what we have seen from them, he's the biggest question mark and who can confuse the Baylor defense the most.
And you said it at the beginning there, like Auburn fans are hanging their hat on Cam Coleman this season. I think they got a new song on the planes. They're like, I'm a Cole man. Like that's
sing it, Cam.
That's like that is
Y'all
the
share
guy.
a name, so maybe they should sing this song for you too. We're gonna start the show next week by playing this song for Cam Stewart.
That would be something. I don't know if it'd go quite as well. But look, he's doing a great service to the name Cam. I will say that for sure. And one of the reasons too why they're so hyped about Cam Coleman is he kind of came on at the end of last year. Like he was playing, but he has 37 catches for the year. 22 of them came in the last 3 weeks of the season. And one of them was against Louisiana Monroe. That was his eight catches for 100 yards. But then the next two are against A&M. That game they won in overtime. He had 7 for 128 in that game and a couple of touchdowns, and then 7 for 78 and a touchdown in the Iron Bowl. So like he's done it against good competition.
Those were two teams with good defenses. A&M had a decent defense, and so did Alabama last year.
Those were both top 15 teams at the time they played them. Obviously, both were knocking on the door of the college football playoff, and it's been brought up by Auburn fans, and it's one thing that I'll agree with on them. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know that Baylor has a guy that can cover him. I really don't. And if they do, then there's Eric Singleton and Malcolm Perry. If Cam Coleman's taking all the attention, it becomes a tug of war as to whether Jackson Arnold can get it to them. But Cindy, we've worried about this this coverage in the secondary. I just don't know if there's someone that can match up physically with Cam Coleman.
It's going to be tough. That's for sure. If there is anybody, like, we're going to see it for the first time, and that's probably going to be a highlight for a lot of Baylor fans. But, you know, as of right now, he's definitely the biggest scare I have thinking about that game, and I think a lot of Baylor fans would agree with that too. Like, he's just so good. He is so good.
Yeah. And Hugh Freeze has clearly assembled in the last 2 years through the portal and recruitment at least a triumvirate of elite receivers that can hopefully make up for lackluster quarterback play. Like Jackson Arnold, I think is going to have a better year than last year, but by no means am I saying he's going to be an all SEC quarterback. You know what I mean? There's still a lot of problems there from what we saw a season ago and what we've heard this month. So Cam Coleman can be the one that could potentially elevate them. And I think he probably will end up being the best skill position player that Baylor faces all season. So that'll be maybe the most intriguing matchup of Friday night's week 1. So let us know what you think about Cam Coleman. Is he going to be the best they face all season? Or are you a big Sam Levitt guy? Let me know below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, but don't go anywhere yet because we need to finish this thing off in style, Sydney. It's the return of trivia. I
honestly
gave it
one of my favorite parts because you keep me on my toes, and I usually learn something from
trying to learn something new every day.
So yes, it's great.
Trying to learn something new every day. And this one, did shock me. And I had to delay it a day because I wanted to give people a chance. Nobody got Friday's trivia right.
Really?
Nobody. Yeah, a couple of good guesses in there, but nobody got it. So the question was, it was talking about Kansas State. Will Howard broke Kansas State's all-time passing touchdowns record against Baylor in 2023. And the question was, who did he surpass? And nobody got Josh Freeman. Former Tampa Bay Buck did not get it. So now we've got to flip it on its head, Sydney, and give a topical but arguably more difficult question. And that is this. When was the last time Baylor beat an SEC team in the regular season? They've done it in bowls. They don't do it all the time. They've done it in bowls. When was the last time they beat an SEC team in the regular season? You guys know how it goes. Get those answers in the comment section, or if you're not on YouTube,
I feel like that's a trick question.
Is it a trick question? I don't think it is.
It's not? Okay.
Nah,
I was like, is it a new SEC team or is it
that's a good parameter because I've done something like this before. Good call by the Wick Dog. It is a team that's in the SEC now and was in the SEC at the time Baylor played them. Good on you, because the other answer would have been what? 2022 was the last time they beat OU. So that would have been it. But yes, good call. Okay. It was a team that was it was a Southwest Conference. That's a huge hint versus SEC matchup when it was played. So anyway, get your answers in. First one gets a shout out on the next episode. Get it in the comment section or tweet at us at Locked On Baylor, and you will get the shout out on the next time that we do trivia. No more Josh Freeman answers. Okay. That's too late. I've already said it. Anyway, Sydney Wicker, KCN Channel 6. She will be out there on Friday seeing this game up close and personal, and we'll have all the highlights for you. We will obviously break it down here on Locked On Baylor. Should be talking with Zach Blackerby with our final crossover tomorrow. So stick with us then. Get involved in the comment section, like and subscribe. Tell Sydney how great she is and how hard she's working over these last couple of weeks.
No, rewrite a new Cam song for all of us. We need a Cam
do that
song.
actually.
That's
do that
what we
better.
really want.
That's probably better. Anyway, thank you guys for making it your first listen today and every day, and we will see you tomorrow on your favorite show, Locked On Baylor.